So, the topic for today's talk is, what is life? Have you ever asked yourself that question? What is life? Life is being. It is the experience of different states of consciousness. Whatever's happening to you in your life right now is a result of your state of consciousness. When I see conditions in life and circumstances, I think of effects. I see the results of my state of consciousness. So everything that I'm facing right now in my life, whether it be good, bad, or indifferent, is a result of my state of consciousness. We, as men, and when I refer to man or men, I'm talking to soul, the indwelling being. We have the responsibility to take control of our thoughts and our feelings, because our thoughts and our feelings are what direct and give what's the word I'm looking for, meaning to our life. It determines the circumstances that we're dealt with in life is a result of our state of consciousness. And when I say state of consciousness, I mean everything that we believe and consent to as true about ourselves. So when you want to change something on the outside, the outer world, the illusion, most people call this reality, but I look at it as an illusion, because the inner world is what is reality. The inner being. It's like we are in a deep slumber, a deep sleep. And once you come to realize truth, you realize you have been deep asleep for all these many incarnations. But once you wake out of it, you see that this reality that we're in right now is just a dream. It's all a dream. And when you realize that, you're able to bring the circumstances in your life that you want surrounded by you. All it takes is your imagination, because we live in a world of imagination. Just think about it. Everything that you see in this world, just look around. Take a second, look around. Everything that you see came out of someone's imagination. Let that sink in. That car, that house, those chairs, that book bag, your sneakers, the designs, it all came from someone's imagination. So when you realize that you can create the life that you want. But you first have to believe. Christ said, whatsoever things ye desire, when ye pray, believe you have received them and you will. That's the only thing that's put on us, is to believe. Are you able to believe in yourself and what you can be? And that all comes back to life is being. Everything that we experience is a result of our current state of being. What we feel to be true of ourselves at any moment in time. So you need to always keep a watchful eye on your thoughts, because your thoughts determine your actions, and your actions determine your character. But a lot of people don't know what comes before thoughts, and that is feeling. What you feel about yourself to be true will determine your thoughts, and then your thoughts will determine your actions. It's so simple when you really think about it. But us as humans, we like to make it hard. We like to make things complicated. It's more so The mind likes to make things complicated, even though truth is so simple. Ponder upon that. Truth is simple. We don't need to make it complicated. It is what it is, and it just is. So when we let the mind get out of our way, and we stop entangling ourselves in these thought loops, negative thought loops, not knowing that you are the one that is putting yourself in chains and in bondage, not knowing that you are the cause of everything that happens to you in your life, you can't blame anyone else but yourself. And a lot of people aren't ready to hear that. They aren't ready to hear that all the things that happen to them in their life is because of them. They aren't ready to take responsibility for their actions. And it shows. Just look around. Everyone wants to blame everyone else. Nobody wants to say, no, it's my fault. I did that. I take responsibility. They want to say that you did it. Or point the finger. Like a little kid. But once you evolve and grow into who you are supposed to be, a highly evolved spiritual being, you come to see things differently. You come to see, know, and be. And that's really all life is. It's to learn about yourself. Know thyself. That is the first thing you should set out to achieve and to do in life, is to know thyself. That's all that matters. Nothing else matters. It's to know who you truly are. Soul. An immortal, eternal being. Once you come into the full realization of yourself and realize that you have the God power at your hands, spirit, and us, I, being the prince, the heir to the throne of God, and am able to take as much as the power as I want. Paul Twitchell said in The Flute of God, we do not defer as beings and as much power that we have. The only way that we defer is in how much power we realize we have. And I butchered that. That's not a direct quote, because I definitely butchered it. But it was along those lines. Really ponder upon what he means by that. There's nothing different between you, Jeff Bezos, Gandhi, Hitler, Elon Musk. No difference. It is just that they believed in themselves. They believed. Can you believe? Can you allow yourself to believe in yourself? Because that's all it really takes, is belief. And a change in self. That is what we are really seeking, is the change in self. Because once you change yourself, then the outer world will reflect that inner change within. Because the outer world is only a reflection of your inner state of being. Do you get that? That everything in this world, how people treat you, is how you feel about yourself. If you feel respected, then people will give you respect. It all comes down to you. So go within and change self. Like Neville Goddard said, no one or no thing to change but self. May the blessings be.